Welcome back, everyone. This is part 2 of our journey together. I'm Emma, and if you listened to part 1, you already know that we aren't just here to study English. We are here to live it. I received so much love after the last session. It seems like many of you are already starting to label your rooms and think in English. That is fantastic. But today we are stepping out of the house. We are going to talk about the real world. We're talking about social confidence, how to handle those scary small talk moments, and even how to sound more professional at work. So if you've ever felt your heart race when a stranger asks you a question in English, this episode is for you. Deep breath. We can do this. Step 8. The art of small talk. In many cultures, we get straight to the point. But in English-speaking cultures, we love small talk. It's that little conversation about nothing before you talk about something. Most learners panic because they think they need to say something brilliant. You don't. You just need icebreakers. Emma's tip. Use the FORD method. It stands for family, occupation, recreation, and dreams. If you're at a party or a meeting, ask, "So, what do you do for fun when you aren't working?" Or, "Have you traveled anywhere interesting lately?" The secret isn't being a great talker, it's being a great listener. People love talking about themselves. If you ask a good question, they will do 80% of the work, and you just have to nod and say, "Oh, that's interesting." It's the easiest way to look fluent without saying much. Step 9. Handling the "I don't understand" moment. This is the moment everyone dreads. Someone speaks to you, they are talking fast, using slang, and you have absolutely no idea what they just said. Your brain freezes. What do you do? Most people just smile and nod while feeling terrified inside. Don't do that. Emma's strategy. Be honest, but confident. Instead of saying "what," try these phrases. "I'm sorry, could you say that a bit slower?" Or, "I'm not familiar with that word, what does it mean?" Asking for clarification is actually a sign of high-level English. It shows you are engaged. Native speakers don't mind explaining. In fact, they usually find it helpful. Remember, communication is about connection, not about being a robot. Step 10. Thinking in chunks, not words. If you want to sound natural, you have to stop learning individual words. Nobody speaks word by word. We speak in chunks. For example, don't just learn the word decision. Learn the chunk, make a decision. Don't just learn interested. Learn, I'm interested in. When you learn phrases, your brain doesn't have to build a sentence from scratch. It just grabs a block and puts it down. It's like playing with Lego. This is how you get that smooth, flowing speed that native speakers have. Step 11. Professional English and the email fear. Let's talk about work. Many of you are learning English for your careers. You might feel like you sound too simple in meetings. Here is a secret. Professional English is actually simpler than you think. It's about being polite and clear. Instead of saying, "I want," say, "I would appreciate." Instead of saying, "Help me," say, "Could you give me a hand with this?" I remember my first office job. I was so nervous about sending an email that I spent 2 hours writing 3 sentences. 2 hours! I checked every comma. Then I realized my boss didn't care about the commas, he cared about the information. Use tools like spell check, but don't let the fear of a perfect email stop you from communicating. Step 12. The mirror exercise, confidence booster. This one sounds a bit silly, but I promise it works. Stand in front of your mirror, look yourself in the eye, and tell yourself a story in English for 5 minutes. Why the mirror? Because when we speak a foreign language, we often look down or look away because we feel shy. The mirror forces you to keep your head up. It builds muscle memory in your face. Try it tonight. Talk to yourself about your favorite meal or your plans for tomorrow. Watch how your mouth moves. Smile at yourself. You'll realize that you look much more confident than you feel. Step 13. Finding your English soulmate. No, I don't mean a romantic partner. I mean a speaking partner. You need someone you feel safe with. Someone you can make mistakes with without feeling judged. It could be a friend, a language exchange partner online, or even an AI tutor. The goal is to speak for at least 30 minutes without switching back to your native language. Even if you have to use gestures or draw a picture, stay in English. The first 10 minutes will be hard. The next 10 will be easier. By the last 10 minutes, you'll be surprised at how much you can actually say. We are coming to the end of our roadmap. We talked about mindset, we talked about habits, and today we talked about social courage. But there is one last thing I want to tell you. Don't compare your Chapter 1 to someone else's Chapter 20. You are on your own path. Some days, you will feel like a genius. Other days, you will feel like you've forgotten everything. That is normal. That is part of the beauty of learning. The only way to fail at English is to stop. So don't stop. Keep listening, keep speaking, and most importantly, keep being you. English is just a tool to show the world who you are. Thank you so much for joining me in this two-part series. It has been an absolute joy to share these tips with you. If you enjoyed this, please let me know. What was the most helpful tip for you? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Until next time, keep practicing, stay curious, and I'll talk to you very soon. Bye-bye.